Bitcoin has captivated investors, techies, and ordinary people alike since its inception in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto, and celebrities such as Mike Tyson have gotten involved, with the former pro boxer launching a Bitcoin ATM as well as a Bitcoin wallet app. But you don't need to be an expert to figure out how Bitcoin functions. The method of Bitcoin mining is explained in our video tutorial, as well as the benefits of Bitcoin over conventional fiat currencies. We'll start with some fundamentals about Bitcoin before moving on how Bitcoin mining functions. Before we do, please subscribe to our channel and join our team to learn new things and ways on how to make money. Also, give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to receive all of our new content updates. Now let's get started. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency based on blockchain technology that allows peer-to-peer transfers without the use of any intermediaries such as banks, governments, agents, or brokers. Anyone on the network can send Bitcoins to anyone else on the network regardless of their geographic location. All you have to do is open a Bitcoin account and deposit some Bitcoins, and then you can send those Bitcoins. What is the best way to bring Bitcoins into your account? You can either buy them online or mine them yourself. Bitcoin can be used for online purchases and can be used as an investment instrument. Primarily, it's used to buy goods and services. What is blockchain? As previously mentioned, Bitcoin's underlying technology is blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized public ledger that records transactions in a chronological order. Any record or transaction that is added to the blockchain cannot be changed or altered, ensuring that transactions are safe. A block is the smallest unit of a blockchain and serves as a container for all transaction information. A block has four primary attributes or fields. Previous hash. This attribute holds the value of the previous block's hash, which is how the blocks are linked. Data. This is the total number of transactions in this block, including those that were mined, authenticated, and included in the block. Nonce. The nonce is a random value used to vary the performance of the hash value in the proof-of-work consensus algorithm like Bitcoin's. The nonce is the parameter that is used to produce the hash value that every block is expected to generate. The method of transaction verification in the blockchain is known as proof-of-work. Hash. The digital signature of the block is the hash value obtained by running the previous hash value, the data, and the nonce through the SHA-256 algorithm. The SHA-256 is a cryptographic hash algorithm that generates a unique 256-bit alphanumeric hash value for any given input, which is its distinguishing feature. It will always generate a 256-bit hash regardless of the data. What is Bitcoin mining? Bitcoin mining is not only the process of putting new Bitcoins into circulation, but it is also an important part of the blockchain's ledger's upkeep and development. It is carried out with the assistance of highly advanced computers that solve extremely difficult computational math problems. Cryptocurrency mining is a time-consuming, expensive, and only occasionally profitable. Mining, on the other hand, has a magnetic appeal for many cryptocurrency investors because miners are rewarded with crypto tokens for their efforts. This may be because, like California gold prospectors in 1849, entrepreneurs see mining as a gift from above. And if you are technologically inclined, why not do it? However, before you invest your time and money into mining, read this explanation to see if it's right for you. We'll concentrate on Bitcoin, and we'll use Bitcoin to refer to the network or cryptocurrency as a term throughout, and Bitcoin to refer to a number of individual tokens. A new gold rush. The promise of being paid with Bitcoin is a major draw for many miners. To be clear, you do not need to be a miner to own cryptocurrency tokens. You can purchase cryptocurrencies with fiat currency, swap them on an exchange like Bitstamp with other cryptocurrency, for example Ethereum or Neo to buy Bitcoin, or gain them by shopping, writing blog posts on sites that pay users in cryptocurrency, or even setting up interest-earning crypto accounts. Steemit is an example of a crypto blog site which is similar to Medium but allows users to reward bloggers with Steem, a proprietary cryptocurrency. Steem can then be traded elsewhere for Bitcoin. Miners receive a Bitcoin reward as an incentive to help with the primary goal of mining, which is to legitimize and track Bitcoin transactions to ensure their validity. Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency, meaning it is not regulated by a central authority such as a central bank or government, so these obligations are distributed to several users around the world. How to mine Bitcoins. Auditor miners are compensated for their efforts. They are in charge of ensuring that Bitcoin transactions are legitimate. Satoshi Nakamoto, the inventor of Bitcoin, devised this convention to keep Bitcoin users truthful. Miners contribute to the prevention of the double spending epidemic by checking transactions. Double spending occurs when a Bitcoin owner spends the same Bitcoin twice. This isn't a problem with actual currency. If you give someone a $20 bill to buy a bottle of vodka, you no longer have it, so there's no risk that you'll use it to buy lottery tickets next door. There is a possibility that the holder will make a copy of the digital token and send it to a merchant or other party while keeping the original, according to the Investopedia dictionary. Miners are entitled to be rewarded with Bitcoin after they have checked 1 megabyte worth of Bitcoin transactions, known as a block, and more about the Bitcoin reward below as well. The 1 megabit limit was set by Satoshi Nakamoto and is a source of contention among miners who believe the block size should be increased to handle more data, allowing the Bitcoin network to process and validate transactions faster. Note that a coin miner will receive Bitcoin after verifying 1 megabit of transactions. However, not everyone who verifies transactions will be paid out. 1 megabyte of transactions can potentially be as little as 1, though this is extremely rare, or as many as several thousand. It is dependent on the amount of data consumed by the transactions. So after all that work of verifying transactions, I might still not get any Bitcoin for it? That is correct. To gain Bitcoins, you must fulfill 2 requirements. One is a result of commitment and the other is a result of chance. You must check approximately 1 megabit of transactions. This is the most straightforward element. And 2, you must be the first miner to solve a numerical problem with the correct answer or the nearest answer. Evidence of work is another name for this procedure. What do you mean the right answer to a numeric problem? The good news, there is no advanced math or computation needed. You must think that miners must solve complicated mathematical problems, but that isn't the case. They're attempting to be the first miner to generate a 64-digit hexadecimal number or hash that is either less than or equal to the target hash. It's essentially a guessing game. The bad news is that it is guesswork, but with the total number of potential guesses for each of these problems in the trillions, it's extremely taxing. Miners need a lot of computational power to solve a problem first. You'll need a high hash rate to mine successfully, which is calculated in megahashes per second, gigahashes per second, and terahashes per second. That's a great many hashes. If you want to estimate how much Bitcoin you could mine with your mining rig's hash rate, the site Crypto Compare offers a helpful calculator. Mining and Bitcoin circulation. Mining serves another important function besides lining miners' pockets and maintaining the Bitcoin ecosystem. It is the only way to release new cryptocurrencies into circulation. To put it another way, miners are essentially minting money. For example, there were approximately 18.5 million Bitcoins in circulation as of November 2020. Aside from the coins minted by the Genesis block, the first block, which was produced by Satoshi Nakamoto, miners were responsible for the creation of any single Bitcoin. Bitcoin as a network will continue to function and be available in the absence of miners. However, no new Bitcoin will ever be created. There will eventually come a time when Bitcoin mining ends. Per the Bitcoin protocol, the total number of Bitcoins will be capped at 21 million. However, since the rate at which Bitcoins are mined decreases over time, the final Bitcoin will not be distributed until around 2140. That isn't to say that transactions won't be checked. To maintain the integrity of Bitcoin's network, miners will continue to validate transactions and will be compensated for their efforts. Aside from the short-term Bitcoin payoff, coin mining will give you voting power when improvements to the Bitcoin network protocol are proposed. In other words, miners have some say in how decisions about forking are made. What do I need to mine Bitcoins? Individuals may have been able to compete for blocks with a standard at-home machine early on in Bitcoin's history, but this is no longer the case. This is because the complexity of mining Bitcoin fluctuates over time. The Bitcoin network aims to generate one block every 10 minutes or so to ensure the blockchain's smooth operation and ability to process and validate transactions. However, if 1 million mining rigs compete to solve the hash problem, they would most likely find a solution faster than if 10 mining rigs work on the same problem. As a result, every 2016 blocks, or approximately every 2 weeks, Bitcoin evaluates and adjusts the complexity of mining. As more computing power is pooled to mine Bitcoin, the difficulty level of mining rises in order to maintain a consistent rate of block production. The complexity level decreases as computing power decreases. To give you an idea of how much computational power is involved, consider that when Bitcoin first released in 2009, the difficulty level was 1. It is more than $13 trillion as of November 2019. All of this means that miners must now invest in powerful computer equipment such as GPU or graphics processing units, or more realistically, an application-specific integrated circuit in order to mine competitively, or ASIC. These can cost anything from $500 to tens of thousands of dollars. Individual graphics cards or GPUs are purchased by some miners, especially Ethereum miners, as a low-cost way to put together mining operations. Those rectangular blocks with the whirring fans are graphics cards. The graphics cards are held to the metal pole with sandwich twist links. This is probably not the most efficient way to mine, and as you can guess, many miners are in it as much for the fun and challenge as for the money. Bitcoin mining is carried out by high-powered machines that solve complex numerical math problems that are too difficult to solve by hand and complex enough to tax even the most powerful computers. That means it might be a little too hard for you to ace this career when you're a newbie in this field. But that's no problem. You can always learn new things, and you will ace it with your discipline and commitment. Hope today's video was informative and fun to watch. Tell us in the comments down below your thoughts on this topic and what you want us to talk about in the next video. Thanks you guys for watching. See you next time.